All right, bear with me, guys. Bear with. Just waiting for the software to kick in, and we are good to go.
Okay, let's go.
%, and there's not just that. There's also a bunch of other cool bits and pieces as well, including mechanic stalls, bar stalls. There's a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch of stuff that we're going to be doing. So thank you, Ryko. All right.
Phones to work. Don't worry about it. We're all good. We're gonna make it work. Here he is, producer Dre. Show the Ryko gear there for me, producer Dre. There you go. Running around. And we're gonna bring this camera in now. Look at us go. Toots with the fat fingers. And this is some of the stuff that you can win from us today. Dun, dun, dun. All you can do is buy one of our retro DVDs, buy anything, or you know what? If you have not followed us yet, click and like and follow on all your socials, and you can win some stuff, which is neat. Huge thank you to Ryko. You can put your keys in there. Oh, clothes. Yeah, good. Actually, we could probably replace your sweatshirt there, Toots, because you've got holes in
Yeah,
your elbow.
exactly. Old Mr. Holy shirt over here. Bloody terrible. You know?
Honestly,
Never.
I can't believe your mum let you go in like that. Anyway, huge thank you to Ryko for helping us out. But let's talk about some of the cool cars that we've got here on the Import X stand. All right, now, many years ago, one of the cool things that we used to do with Import X is build cars. Now, not me, not Toots, because, well, basically we've got two left hands. But, well, sticky fat hands and a golden screwdriver is what they used to call us. But we do have one of those cars that we've always got a couple here on the stand here at the moment. I'll get double whopper, which is the Nissan Navara that we had with the V8 and the twin turbos hanging out of the bonnet, which had a bit of a change. But the other car we did, we built, was the RX323 Wagon. And let's go a little bit live here, because this is what makes the whole scene unique, is that you don't have to just keep the car the way that it came out of the factory, right? Here's some nice concrete pictures for you. Yep, thanks very much. Now, did we ever give this one a name?
No, I don't think we ever gave it a name. It was back in the day. It was the Mag and Turbo Warehouse and No Cams Motorsport Mazda 323 Wagon. It did originally wear the no cams plate on it back in the day. But no, we never really gave it a name, which was we kind of do that as car people, right? We give cars names.
Why don't we get people to, because like, if you think about it, like Mad Mike's got Radbull, Noble, Dumble, Stumble, Dribble, all of these things.
Dribble, that's you, bro.
Yeah, and we've got Rosie, and we've got Double Whopper, right? Who else do we have? There were four.
We also had Initial X, which was the
Yes, of
Truno.
course. Yes,
Yeah,
Torino.
That was a fun build, that one. And we're going to be looking at we're going to be catching up with the new owners of that particular car in the not too distant future. Just so you know, Mark, I've planned a wee bit of a road trip to go and when I say I've planned it, I should say I've dreamt about doing it. Okay, so we're going to do a road trip and head down to where it lives, which is in Wellington. Okay, so looking forward to seeing that car in the flesh. There's a big story about that coming up. I'm not going to go into it now because right now we're going to bring in our very special guest who has joined us on the ImportX live stream couch, and that is the new owner of RX323 Wagon. Callum, how you doing, bro?
Welcome to the show, Callum.
Lovely to be here on the couch.
It's nerve-wracking, isn't it?
No,
It's
not with
like,
you fellas. You guys are lovely.
sure, didn't you have long pants on when you first sat down on the casting couch? This is a bit awkward.
No, as long as we don't have the camera angle, we're fine. Got the right undies on, I'll be fine.
Hey, really grateful today that you are wearing underwear. That's nice. Thanks very much. How long have you owned the car?
I purchased a car back in 2010.
Holy dooly. That's 15 years ago.
Yep. 15 years ago, sitting in a mate's garage for a couple of years. He wasn't doing much with it. And he said, my wife wants it out of the garage. Here's a figure. It's a rolling body.
And at that point, it's almost like you go, you're starting to sound like my ex-wife, right? And she's like, you haven't been married before. We don't talk like that. But anyway, you were the winner of this game because you ended up with the wagon.
Yeah.
Which is neat. And you kept it all original colours?
It was original colours until 2015, until it got going. So 5 years it sat not going. Had a young son, was paying Auntie Cindy weekly instalments, like a good boy. He's since turned 18, and he's 21 next in a couple of months. And the race was on whether I got the car going first or he turned 21.
Yeah.
Thank God I won that. He's happy, I'm happy. So 2015, it was entered into Foreign Rotary Nationals. Got vinyl wrapped in a chocolate brown. There is another brown 323 going around at the moment, which is cool. I think that's painted. It didn't make the Nats. Always the last minute, work until late hours, but just wasn't ready. So we flagged it, and then it sat in the garage probably for another 10 years. And since July, it got a new heart. The old engine was buggered.
What is our new heart? Tell us what we're doing there now.
So a new heart, Levi missed him from
Road of Life.
Yes, thank you, Jesus.
No, I got you, bro.
Yeah, he'll kill me. Road of Life NZ, the heart of Edgecombe, just out of Whakatane. Levi's the man. I've been building engines for ages, and he is the man. Most knowledgeable guy, such an easygoing dude. We had mad yarns for probably 12 months. I said I had a 13BJ port that used to be in the old 2 Gagon, the old RX2, which I think now is in the South Island with the plate 1 Fast 2. Bought that engine. It was a nice engine. It just, poor Callum didn't look after it for 10 years. We pulled it apart, and as any reliable rotary, you need to spend some love on it. So we pulled it apart. It wasn't really something I wanted to rebuild, so we split it apart, sold it up for parts. Some of the parts are now in another car, so that's okay. And this was actually Levi's own personal engine that he didn't want to sell to me, which I wanted. And then one thing led to another. He wanted a motorbike, and the deal was on. And yeah,
Nice.
New
Okay,
Heart.
so New Heart. So what's the motor?
It is a 13B Rotor Life Bridgeport, so a big Bridgeport.
Big bridge.
Yep.
I don't. Now, some of the other cool features on this car, I know we've got the filter, the K&N filter hanging out of the bonnet, and that's just, everybody's got to do it, right? But you've got the 13-inch modgies on, the chrome modgies, which is, for those of us back in the day, there was pretty much only one set of wheels that we would put on our rotors, right? So, chrome modgies, right, and or hot wires.
Yep.
Right? And you remember, I think it was called Oranger. Was the other thing we used to, a lot of us used to do was have this like a shell thing on the back windscreen.
Right, the louvers.
The louvers.
Yes.
Oranger, I think, was the name. I was like, was it Anger, Oranger?
You've been in Australia too long, mate. You got a
man.
real twang
You're
going
making
on.
up you're making up your own car parts here, bruv.
I'm not. It's true. Trust me. All right.
Yeah.
So prize time, Ryko prize time for anybody that tells me if I've got it right or wrong.
Yep.
It was AUNGER, because we talk about all these retro refit parts, right?
Yeah.
And this is kind of make it back in the day. And look, you've owned this car for 15 years, right? But we built the car 20 years ago, or nearly 20 years ago, right? So this is a long time too. It's just people coming up.
Sorry, signing autographs. Yeah.
Our producer, actually, Toots does multitasking here. He's very, very talented, our Tootsie.
I try to be as talented as I can, but it was just great to see some peeps that have come up from Christchurch. Just last year, Vinny Fab that's just turned up there. Chip, bro.
Oh, nice. And of course, for those that are aware, 18 October, we are in Chicha. We are. It's no longer a surprise. It's no longer a secret. We have a cruise coming, so keep an eye out. Follow up the socials, importx.co.nz. We've got a bit more information coming up for there as well. Back to Cal. So, 15 years you've owned it. Your mate owned it for a pile of years before that. And then we had it before that, or Mag and Turbo had it before that. This is just history.
Yeah.
This is what's really, really neat about it all. Right? We were talking about BB Zilla earlier. That car had some history. I had people come up to me before and just try and, where can I get that Perspex bonnet? I'm like, hey, if you do know, let us know. Send us an email, drop us a text, something like that. But it's keeping the history, keeping the passion going. And that's what I love about the RX323 wagons. Of all of them, I got to say the conversion cars, I love the RX323 wagon. And the other one that I'm a bit of a fan of is the B2000 Ute. Right, that's another one that I always thought looked really, really cool. So, favorite thing about the car for you?
That it's got a heart again, and it is loud. Still the same exhaust, probably the same muffler that doesn't have really any muffle in it whatsoever. A lot of shuckers on the way here. Driving into the show, a lot of people just happy faces to see it alive again. I didn't really want to touch too much of it because you guys, the team, built it perfect.
Oh, well, you know.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks, Dal.
Thanks, guys.
I wouldn't have said us. Like, we're not that span happy that we talk about it.
I'll confess that my part to play in it was right at the very beginning when we were building this vehicle. It came from Australia. It still had the 4-cylinder motor in it, and we were trying to kill the motor, and we were tipping all sorts of things down the intake.
I saw that on the YouTube clip.
I know, right? So we desperately tried to kill their car. So I may have played a part in doing a little bit of that in there. So that's cool. Now, Callum, up until not so very long ago, the vehicle just wore the teal blue and the light blue, and then the good folks from Mag and Turbo got in touch when your detailer reached out, showed that it's you've given the paint a wee bit of a shush up, right? And what happened? Tell us what the guys at Mag and Turbo what they did.
Mag and Turbo reached out and was interested to see if the car still looked the same, whether it was mobile, and literally said, hey, do you want to, we're obviously bringing the show back to Green Lane, back home. Are you interested in sticking it up again? And yeah, mad throwback. Looks cool on the stage, on this, it's literally, look at it. It just looks like it's 2006 throwback.
Yeah,
Love
straight
the,
out of 2006.
love
It's
the, love the
badass.
silver. I think a lot of comments when it was first Mr. Jaden gave it an absolute birthday. It was unreal. It was like, no, I didn't think it had clear coat in it anymore. It had washed away. But yeah, it's looking great for nearly a 50-year-old car. And the silver it's like it never left.
What about just like what do the kids think of it?
My son, I've got a photo. I took a photo when he was 11 years old, and he'll be 21 in a couple of months. It's hilarious to see the same kid smile ear to ear still. Uh, yeah, we both got out of the car yesterday shaking of just adrenaline. It was awesome.
How good.
Yeah,
That is what it's all about. I mean, like Toots and I have had our kids here as well. They've been having to work on the stand and they, like carry our stuff everywhere, everything else like that. But to be time with your kids,
Mm.
and again, I know there's a lot of youth watching all the rest of it, and thank you to all around the world that are watching it. Do you have something like this in your garage? Does your dad have something on it? Take a video, take a picture, post it on up to us at ImportX. Let us know, let us see your stuff from anywhere around the world you are. All right. We had some friends from Greece earlier. We've had some friends from Turkey. We've had friends from Alaska. We did Alaska, didn't we, with the VR4s?
Yeah, we've got a friend in Alaska called Robert who's shared his journeys in building his Galant VR4. They call them in Alaska, they call it the GVR4, which I actually think sounds way cooler than just VR4. The GVR4. So shout out to Robert. I hope you and your good lady who have got a pair of GVR4s are doing well. So yeah, our little show X has been reaching far and wide across the world, man.
It's all about being unique, though, right? And why didn't Mazda ever build these things properly with a rotary? Like how good would that have been back in the day? Like you could get an HQ Holden with a rotary. Why couldn't you get a damn Mazda wagon and express at that, right?
Yeah, probably it was just foresight at the time. They just probably didn't realise just how popular the rotary motor was going to be, in different shells, right? Now, if I'll just go back to the outside of this, Callum. So your Mag Turbo reached out, you got the stickers, and then the good folks over at the Sign Studio got their hands on it. This, yeah, man, would like to help out with getting that done, and they did a pretty bang up job, don't you think? Pretty true to the striping that they did at the time.
It's funny when you've got a car that's old and it's had a journey. Everyone's got a story about this car. Where shout out to Dylan, Sign Studio, he did an awesome job. We went through and just said, "What do you want? Any other stickers?" Kept it just true to 06. And he even had a little story about it. And he was into rotaries, and yeah, everyone, even the lady that when we're driving into yesterday,
Green light, yeah.
yeah, she was like, "Oh my god, I haven't seen this in 20 years, and so nice to see it again." And yeah,
It's all part of that whole, just that feeling, that connectedness that we have as a community. We've had some really neat people on through the stand today. I was trying to get hold of Tony Marcavina earlier as well. We were going to try and get him onto this live cross as well because he's got 3 cars here. But some of the friendships that have been created over the time. Producer Dre, I don't know if you've got your ears on, just scoot round the Import X stand here for us because we've seen the RX323 Wagon. Of course, just to the side of that one, we're going to see Double Whopper.
that's a beautiful ute, eh?
This is wicked. This was almost like, I know Initial D was wicked, right? And I know the baby Zilla here is Klaus as, but I love this car. And when the guys said to us, we're going to stick 2 turbos out of the bonnet, because originally the car had a 1 ZFE in it, I think it was, the Nissan V8 motor in it, twin turbos hanging out of the bonnet, which was just ahead of its time. I love that sort of stuff. And this is what you get to do at the car show scene. You get to see different creative things. You've got a dumb idea, I've got a dumb idea. Somehow there's an idea that comes out of that. And I just, like, which dickhead goes, hey, I got this idea. We're going to put LEDs under my car at night, right? Now I've got somebody else. I've just put LEDs on my brand new truck, undercar neons.
Yep.
On my new truck at home in Australia, just to be, because it made me feel good. It makes me laugh, makes me giggle. I love that stuff.
Hey, I know this story is all about the cars, but if you don't mind, Callum, I might just throw at you, a question about what you do during the day, because I find it extremely really interesting about what you do during the day. Are you happy to chat to us about what you do? Maybe you can even give a
I
update.
don't even know this. This sounds really. Is it
I'll give you a clue, Mark. Everyone over 30 wants this in their backyard.
a pole? No. Okay.
They want it to look good.
Not a pole then.
Not a pole. Okay. Dad bod? No. Okay.
What's everyone obsessed with post-COVID? They couldn't leave home. They're in their backyard. They look at their backyard. Their wife's saying, "Have you mowed the lawn?" Well, I make lawn porn.
Yes. Sorry. What?
I create lawn porn.
Like 100% hardcore Kiwi car porn, but with lawns.
Yeah.
Really? So you're a.
So I'm a greenkeeper. I work on a golf course.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I look after a local golf course in Tamaki, and yeah, we make lawn porn.
You really needed to get lawn porn out, didn't you? I'm so. Lawn porn. Actually, there's a thing, right?
Every over 30-year-old, and I think even younger now, they want a good lawn. They appreciate a good lawn.
There is such a thing as lawn envy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so really, as a person, like, we get to not like you anymore because you've got the cool mad RX323 Wagon,
A dad bod,
and you do lawn porn.
yeah, casting couch lawn porn.
That didn't go where I thought it was going to go, but that's all right. Then that's nice. I like it. Here's the other thing, right? That a lot of us, and you talked about your young fellow who's nearly 21.
Yeah.
I have 28, 21, 16. What do you got, Toots?
I got 22. I got 11, sorry, and I've got 8.
Isn't it scary that the time capsules that these cars are, right?
Yeah.
For that period of time where, there are a lot of responsibilities as a parent, right? Mums or dads, doesn't really matter because guys like cars, girls like cars, doesn't really matter, right? We have this whole period of time where some of us manage to keep the time capsule in the garage, or your mate has the time capsule in the garage. You convince him that you're the guy that's going to look after it. I love these stories, and it really just passes on the legacy of where it's coming from. I love it. There's so many cool things about this that just, I don't know, warm your heart. It's nice to have something nice in the world that's not just negative.
100%. Well, we're going to have so many more of these stories to share with everyone out there on the live streaming of the internet. But at this point in time, I'd just like to say, Mark, we've got to get over to the live action arena in about 3 minutes to make sure that we're not late for that like I was last time. Callum, I just want to say a massive thank you for joining us here on the live stream at the Chrome Showcase. And
thank you for keeping the legacy alive. We really, really appreciate it. I mean, some people buy a DVD, some people buy an Import X car.
Oh, I'm privileged to have an Import X car.
Oh, I wouldn't.
It still runs. It's loud. It's obnoxious. And driving here, a lot of shuckers from a lot of old people.
Hey,
so if you're older, if you've been breeding in the last 20 years, get down here and guarantee you'll want to buy another car.
Yeah, hey, I love it. And on that note, guys, we're going to spit out of here. We go across to the live stream, to the live event arena. So thanks very much for tuning in for some hardcore Kiwi car porn right here on Import X.